Hello, everybody. Welcome to Lesser Known Characters, the podcast where we sit down with some of our favorite people and get to know them a little better through their musical interest. Today, you might notice, Shapel looks a little different. I didn't know you were going to do the impression.
I didn't know I was either.
Well, it's good. You went with your impulses. Guys, Shapel is not here. He is on his way to Hawaii, or he might be back by now by the time this comes out. But so I decided to have one of my good friends, fellow door guy, all around funny human being, good dude, my friend, my pal from the Rocky Mountains of Colorado, ladies and gentlemen, Eric Rocha.
Hey, Joel, how are you, buddy? Good to see you.
I'm doing all right.
Yes.
How are you?
Yes, doing great, man. Thank you for making me the second guy here. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I would say you're my guest, but also my co-host today.
I'm nervous. I hope I can live up to it.
I hope we burn this fucking studio down while Chappelle's gone. So
That's
he
fair.
comes back to a pile of ash.
You don't own the studio, so I don't like that.
You're right. I take it back. I was slowly trying to weasel it into some sort of ashy joke, but. And I also brought. I have Ghirardelli's chocolate, intense dark, and that's gonna be standing in for Shapel today.
Can we put it on the chair?
I
Or should
would,
we
but
put
I
it in
want
the
to
middle?
eat it later.
But that's our tribute to Shapel.
Well, sometimes you got to eat a tribute. Sometimes you burn a tribute. Sometimes you volunteer as tribute.
What the fuck?
You know all about the Hunger Games. Because when you're hungry.
So we're gonna do fat jokes. I just need to know where this is going.
Here's what happened. I promised I was going to be nice.
You did.
And I always do this, and I don't know what's wrong with me. I think I have a disease.
No, just being an asshole. That's not a disease.
It is a disease.
It's contagious because now I feel like being mean to you.
I know, and that's where I fucked up. Because I think when we first started being mean to each other, I was good at it. And then you come in with this other energy that is Hiroshima-esque, where you just completely burn it down, and then I go, I have nothing.
What do you mean Hiroshima? Like
You do that voice. No, I'm kidding. No, I think that sometimes you just hit me with some intense insult. Also, sometimes there's a bit of rage behind it. Where mine are just sort of silly. I'm like, is that CR on your hat for a Caucasian race? And then you'll be like, you're ugly, you're fucking, and you're dumb. And then I shrink back into myself and I worry. We'll see. We're gonna play it by ear here today.
Okay, I'm not gonna comment on anything that you just said. We'll go with. I think you're full of shit in that assessment. But
How about have some empathy for me?
I had empathy, or I wouldn't fucking be here.
That's true. We're off the rails already. Guys, Eric Rocha is my guest / co-host, and I'm really excited because we have spent some time together, and you're very knowledgeable about music. Not a lot of the stuff that I know a lot about. Like, I know the artist, but you have a lot of stories that go with it, so I'm hoping to learn a lot today. And you're going to have to hold my hand through this, which I know has been a dream of yours since we met.
One of the things I've always respected and loved about you is your ability to just thrash on the drums. Like that, I don't know much about it. Like,
Yeah. Thrash is a good word.
yeah, it's amazing. Like, especially because I'm a classic rock nut.
Yeah.
So
And you're trained, you play music. You play
Yeah.
guitar. I handed you a guitar once and you started doing a solo, and my mind was blown because I just thought
it's hard, right?
I didn't think you played music.
That's what I mean. It's hard to
But
not
you play
like,
piano as well?
Yeah.
And is it true that you stick to predominantly the black keys? Because you like the way your fingers feel on them. But you have dabbled in the white ones.
I dabble, but it's like I just feel more at home with the black keys.
Yeah, that makes sense. Black Keys also a good band.
Very good.
No, but I really what this show, my favorite, I think when it goes at its best is when people have some sort of story behind the thing, or you just have a lot of knowledge. So I'm excited to get into it.
So yeah, the whole guitar and piano thing. Like, I went to a theater school.
Surprise. Whoa.
It
I'll take things I never would have guessed for 1,000, please.
So the nice thing about it was you would I was studying like Shakespeare at the time, and
Yeah.
there were a lot of musical theater kids that sucked at it. And so they were like just going over the text and stuff, and you would trade like a craft for a craft, and it'd be like, teach me how to play Let It Be on the piano, and I'll do whatever homework or whatever else you need.
So you're asking the musical theater kids to teach you
Yep.
piano stuff. That's great.
It was amazing. It was like, because I was on a scholarship and I couldn't work because it was like intense
Yeah.
study, so it just took all your time. So on the weekends, you didn't have any money. I would just go to the studios and just tinker around with the piano because you had time.
Yeah.
So with that, and then I think it was just wanting to be closer, like to that music. Like, what brought you to drumming specifically?
I don't know. I fucking just always did it. When I was a kid, my babysitter would let me play like on pots and pans, and I was the desk kid tapping. I just honestly probably a hyperactivity disorder.
Really?
Yeah.
In all
probably.
honesty?
And I mean, I just thought it was like the coolest. I always really liked it. I wanted a guitar as a kid. I don't know. And then I just yeah, I don't know. Drums was it. I'm trying to think of like my first memory of like seeing a drummer and being like, that's it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what made you connect from just making noise to actually making?
My parents
Music.
got me a kit at 14, like a
Really?
proper one. I had one at like younger. I have a photo somewhere of me at Christmas, but it was a toy. I broke it, moved on. But yeah, they got me one, and I honestly like the fundamentals of it. I picked up pretty quick.
So, do you think that can be taught, or is it just in you?
Yes, it can be taught. Yeah, and but I don't know, man. It's like, yeah, the actual technique of playing drums, yes, it can be taught, but then where you take it can't. I heard a drummer say, and then we'll move on, that he sold his soul to rock and roll more than he did drumming, and I think that's more like was my shit. I think like I love drumming. I am a drummer.
Yeah.
But I'm not sitting around on the weekends learning paradiddles or whatever.
Really?
I think I do a lot of stuff without like thinking it or having a name for it. But I think I'm more like a rock and roll guy than like a drummer.
So yeah, you'll see the whole picture and where it's moving versus
Yeah,
just
songwriting, shit like that, versus
yeah.
like sitting around writing out music, which I'd probably be a lot for the amount of time I've been playing. I should be a lot better. But I like where I'm at. I like what I do. I can play what I play.
I'm not kissing your ass, but it's you're
Not
good.
yet. You play your cards right, Eric. I got some of this
You
chocolate for
honey
you.
dick me so many
All right.
times.
Well, this is Eric Rocha, my friend, my pal. We're gonna get into it. So I'm gonna say the name of the song, or I'm gonna say the question. You're gonna say what it was, and then we'll get into it. So, okay, first album you ever bought.
Oh, that wasn't on there. The thing you said.
It was on there.
No, it got cut off.
It for sure was.
But
on
I got
there.
it. I got it.
I'm checking. Hold on. I'm just making sure because I want to fucking throw it in your face.
Well, his answer wasn't on the sheet either, so...
Oh yeah, first
me
album
with
you
it.
ever bought. Interesting. From the text that I sent you last night.
I'll show you. But I have it.
Okay.
It was Steve Miller Band, the greatest hits.
Oh, okay, cool.
The one that everybody in
I know that cover.
yeah with the horse.
It's like purple and it's got something. Wait, we'll see right now.
That's it
yeah,
right
yeah.
there.
Okay, yeah. That's what I was thinking.
So that was just a good summer like jam. Like
Yeah.
I'm sitting there. This was my first concert, and this song is
Steve
what they
Miller
open up
Band.
with. Yeah.
Damn,
And I
great
remember-
album cover too.
I remember just thinking like, where are they?
Are they from
coming
Colorado?
on? No, I don't think so.
Because that's that fucking devil horse.
That's the
in-
Denver. So hang on. You hear this guitar, and I remember sitting there and I was like, what the fuck? Like, it was your first concert, and you're like, this is wild. And then when you hear this guitar,
Wow.
it was fucking
yeah.
you were
I
like,
get it. Yeah.
whoa, what
Yeah.
is this shit? And then all of them come together, and everybody's like, there they are, there they are,
Yeah.
there they are. And then all of a sudden, you just hear the vocals kick in, and it was like, oh man, this
Yeah.
is so cool. I didn't even
How
know them
old
that
were
well.
you when you saw them?
14.
Okay, you said your mom was like a big concert
Oh,
goer. Is
hell
that who
yeah.
took you?
Big time.
Okay, my next question. Did you buy this album after you saw them or before?
It was after.
And own money? Did your mom get it?
Absolutely. No, I was working and I just saved up.
At
and I was just
14?
like, oh yeah. Well, like
What were you,
Mexican,
shoeing
come on.
horses? Yeah, I'm Mexican as well. I guess, yeah, I was holding the flashlight for my dad a lot.
No,
but-
so I worked in.
And one of you just moved out of the house, and one of you
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
tracks.
Well, yeah, I already had 2 kids. I had to.
Hilarious.
So
They let you adopt that early?
can we tell them I'm gay so they get them?
I think this told them. If the musical theater didn't give it away.
You sit gayer than I do.
Well, it's just comfortable. That's what it is.
See, is it really?
Yeah.
Anyways, look, see, it's just a natural pattern of us.
I know.
We're like those Muppets, but we turn on each other.
That's pretty funny. We are Muppets.
So, please, okay, let's
Yeah.
stop.
Okay, go ahead.
I know you want to go further.
I want to know about the Steve Miller Band.
So, yeah, that album was it was so good. And then I would fill up soda machines for my aunt for, like $5, just money to the movies and shit like that. So it was just like,
What, did she have a bunch like around the area?
So we there was a nursing home that was just like, you know how you just kind of go wherever there's work?
Mm-hmm.
And so there was a nursing home on the corner of our street. And I would just go there and like, I would do like, after school, I would just help them pass out meals.
Sorry.
But go.
I have the giggles. No, I have nothing to say, and I'm actually legitimately interested. But when I look at you, I can it's starting. So I want you to know I'm not cooking up anything. I am listening.
I'm glad you said that.
Yeah, because I know you wish I was cooking some stuff
Well,
up.
it's fun to. It's just I know the rhythm and structure of this show, and I'm like, oh shit, I put some pretty vulnerable shit in there.
No. I want to listen.
This is Joel who's gonna ruin your vulnerable shit.
No.
what I'm saying.
No, I want to respect it. I want to respect it. Okay.
And I know because when you turn,
So you would fill up soda machines for your aunt, you said, and
So you know what's wild? Like, she would give me money like just to go to the movies, and I was like, okay, that was how I saved up for this album.
we're gonna have to cut this whole thing. Because I care. This is like it's a disease. I'm telling you, I can't stop right now.
He's fucking Joaquin Phoenix and Joker right now.
Yeah.
You're like,
Oh, fuck.
just in the bus.
And so okay, so you were earning money to buy this album through doing that. My God. Fuck, man. I didn't see this coming. Go ahead.
But it was like a good like way to just like I got money to get that album. I got money to see the Nutty Professor from doing that stupid menial labor
The
shit.
Eddie Murphy one.
Yeah, and
Okay.
it was a good deal.
That's sick.
Dude.
Yeah, first job as a kid, getting cash. So you get this money and you're like, where did it come into your mind? Like, I'm going to go buy an album. Were you already buying albums? Did you always want one? Did your mom fucking...
Yeah, that's kind of the thing is like CDs were like coming in and it was just like, okay, I remembered that concert and I was like, I just want to have that feeling again. And it was just like hearing everything that I just explained to you, that went in my head when I listened to it.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just like,
Yeah.
you just relive it. And that's where I think like when I asked you like what made you take that extra step in wanting to learn the music, it was just stuff like that where you were like, I want to see if I can harmonize like those guys. I want to see if I can time out that guitar, just that chord right then and there.
I think what's really interesting is like you're kind of speaking about sort of like, well, I don't know. There are bands that maybe I've heard their music before, but until I see them live, something like doesn't connect. So I do think it's very interesting seeing the full sort of like assault of a live act, and then wanting to, and then when you hear the album, you're not really even hearing the songs the way they're recorded. You're hearing it with this extra sort of sensory perception of like having seen it live, you know. So it's definitely a more, it just means more. It feels
does.
like.
It absolutely does. Like
The Midnight Special. So Mike runs the Midnight
hell
Special account. He works for them.
oh gosh.
And
So this is a Steve Miller Fly Like an Eagle, but it's a different version of Fly Like the Eagle before he really got the studio one out.
Oh,
so this
wow.
is like him finding it still. So it's a real
Very cool.
different take. And surprisingly, a lot of the people in the comments are like, I fucking hate this.
really. They probably hated it too. They were probably workshopping it, and I gotta. Oh, let's see this. Oh, they're a 4-piece. I never knew that. I mean,
lot more-
come
That's a
on,
beautiful
dude.
guitar.
Also, just working that neck like that, like
Absolutely.
I can play simple guitar, but I have so much respect for these guys. Wow, the Remo fucking clear drum heads. Those are cool. I think those are the vintage ones. They reissued them a few years back. Left-handed bass player too.
Oh, that's so. Oh, you hear it though.
Yeah.
You, bum, bum, yeah, you
I
can
think
hear
that's
it.
cool, man. Ooh, look how he's tapping the fucking strings too softly. Oh, that's cool.
Oh,
man.
this is so wild. Mm-hmm.
Where are they
There's a
from?
brand new- yeah.
Do you know where they're from?
Steve Miller, Chicago, and then San Francisco.
Okay.
Started off kind of in the blues scene.
Gotcha. And then maybe got a little more
Got
counterculture
funkin'
and
counterculture in San Francisco, yeah.
fuck. So one time I was in Glendale as a kid, and I was with my friend. We were going to the record shop, whatever, and there was a homeless man, unhoused, outside, and he was like, whatever, asking for money, blah, blah. Anyway, we ended up talking to him, and he said that he was in the Steve Miller Band at one point. I'd never confirmed. I don't know if he was just on drugs, whatever, or if he was like maybe
Like early.
a hired gun, or maybe an early guy or something. But every time I hear Steve Miller Band, I think about him.
Did
That's
he look
wild.
like that bass player?
No, it wasn't the black guy. But way to go with that. No, I'm kidding. We'll cut that out. It was the singer. No, I'm joking. It was Steve Miller himself.
He's like, all right.
Steve Miller Light. But no. But it was interesting. He could have been the keyboard player. I don't know what he said he did.
It's scary because you don't know. Like,
Yeah.
I met the white guitarist for the Delphonics, and I was like, you played, and he was like, yeah. He goes, I was the only white guy on stage.
Wow.
And he goes, I used to have to walk out the back one night. And he goes, or not used to. He had to walk out the back one night because he was gonna get attacked for some reason.
Wow.
And I was like, if they're making good, I think he was kind of full of shit. But
Yeah.
it was one of those things where, yeah, you don't know if, like, look at how many people Leonard Skinner are compiled of now.
Yeah, I have no idea. I'm not a Leonard Skinner guy.
Okay.
I like Freebird. It makes me cry. I can't listen to it. I
Does
guess
it
I
really?
don't like it. Yeah, I cannot hear it without going like inward. And fucking, I just think of...
Yeah. Did you ever listen to any other Leonard Skinner though?
I mean, I know Sweet Home Alabama. I like that, didn't they have beef with Neil Young? He like talked shit about them because they would run the Confederate flag and stuff like that.
Oh, I gotcha.
But I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it does have that classic sort of like feel, but never been like a huge Leonard Skinner guy.
No Simple Man?
I say Simple Man. I love Tuesday's Gone.
Yeah, Tuesday's
Yeah.
Gone's
That's
great,
such
too.
a classic. Just
That one will make Joel cry. We can't
Yeah,
do
I
Tuesday's
gotta.
Gone.
Yeah, but I mean, I respect it. I now in my older age, I'm sort of. I think I can separate the artist from the art. You know.
I actually like the stupid Outshine version, or whoever it is that did Simple Man also.
What is it? Outshine?
The cover is alright.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Let's see. Let's fucking. Why not?
The lyrics though were brilliant with Simple Man.
Huh. Okay. Alrighty. Stars and bars. Shine down. Oh, okay.
What'd I say?
Outshine.
Outshine, yeah.
Oh, fuck. Love this guy's hair. That's the fucking Devil's Rejects house.
I was gonna say that.
Is that Monkey from Korn? Were they a Christian band?
What the fuck?
I don't know. You see how well I know
I never-
Outshine?
I think that is the Devil's Rejects house. I think that is the house.
Is it
It might
really?
be.
So.
It might have been from the movie because
Yeah.
that would be why you would cover a song like this because
makes
Leonard
sense.
Skinner probably wouldn't give it to him.
Oh no. Well, and then too, do you remember they had Freebird at the end of their song?
Yes.
Or at the end of their movie.
That makes me, yeah. When they're driving into the hail of bullets. I'm looking up Shine Down right now.
So we're gonna see Dolphin Rainn Wilson in here.
Oh, yeah, that was awesome. Huh. Anyway, I just thought with a name like Shine Down, they were a Christian, you know, because Jesus
makes
Christ
sense.
will shine
Yeah.
down. All right, let's move on to the next question.
Gotta get to the chorus at least.
Okay. I mean, yeah, it is a beautiful song. You know what I've been thinking about lately? It is hard to be a bald rock and roll fan. Because all the hairstyles you gotta have hair for.
I mean, as a bald rock and roll fan myself,
It sucks.
I put on a hat and still go.
Yeah, but I want the hair. I want a mohawk. I want to color
you
my
really?
hair. Yeah, I don't care that much. I have a personality, thank God.
That's
but
the thing.
yeah.
Like now, I'm like,
I don't overthink it, but sometimes when I see someone with like
Joel's
blue
bandana
hair,
and wig guy.
yeah, I'm a big Brett Michaels fan.
love bandanas.
I know you do. I know you do. They kind of serve a purpose for you, though.
They do.
They catch all that sweat you
They
get
do.
from when you're turned on because I walk into a room. All of that.
Good place to carry your pride flag.
Good. And you do.
There
He
it
does
is.
have a pride bandana.
You know, if we could
White
shout,
pride bandana, which is weird.
I am as I am.
CR stands for Credence Rear Water, right? All right, that's enough. Thank you.
Where's that slide whistle?
Yeah, right. Yeah. Whoa. Hi, I'm Withel. Edit all of this out. You're one of my. You're a really great friend. All right. Next song, the anthem of your youth. What was it, Eric?
Well, I put. This was very hard, by the way.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
Really, really tricky.
I always tell people whatever you feel at this moment. It could change 5 minutes later or whatever. But what was it?
It was "Won't Back Down." Tom Petty.
Oh, I fucking love that song. I love it, dude. God damn it. I would love to do a drum cover of this.
Please do.
It's so fucking good. I never got to see Tom Petty.
I saw him, and Pearl Jam was the opener.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Amazing.
I think I was on. I think I saw that same tour.
It was in Milwaukee for Summerfest.
Fucking Ringo, fucking star on the drums. Go fuck yourself. That's awesome. I'm a Ringo fan, and all you people that aren't, what the fuck have you done?
God, I love this song.
A lot of good baseball players walked up to this as their walk-up music.
Can I just say real quick? Everybody that shits on Ringo Starr, they don't understand shit, right? And everybody has their jokes. Ringo wasn't even the best drummer in the Beatles, blah, blah, blah. God, let's let this breathe, but I'm really angry right now. Ain't no easy way out.
I won't back down.
Stand my ground, and I won't back.
That guy over there is giving heavy Jeff Lynne vibes, but I don't think it's him.
Oh,
One of the guitar players on the other side.
You want to know real quick why Ringo Starr is great? Because he was a left-handed drummer who played a traditional setup. Right-handed people play like this.
you were telling me about this.
Yeah, and it just gave him a lot of cool like fills that would not have ever happened had he set up left-handed. This is awesome. So I'm guessing Ringo was on the recording.
I honestly, I don't know.
I'm almost positive. I mean, why would
It's
you?
got to be.
Is that Jeff
I mean,
Lynne?
Yeah.
That is?
Yep.
Yeah, all right.
And George Harrison.
All right.
Oh wow, I didn't even know that. Wait, what is happening? We got to look this up. Why were they? Let's see. I won't back down. I'm looking it up because I want to know if they had to be in the studio unless he's like, you know. Let's see.
What was the super group that they had? Was it the Traveling Wilbur? I can't remember. Because they had
The
a
song was
supergroup.
co-written by Jeff Lynne.
That's why he's in it.
And let's see, recording.
And I think it was about Tom Petty's house caught fire, and he was really worried about I might be full of shit on this, but he was really worried that the lyrics were going to be too simple.
Huh.
But
Never.
It ended up really catching.
At the session, George Harrison sang and played the guitar. I had a terrible cold that day, and George went to the store and bought a ginger root, boiled it, and
Had me sticking my head in the pot. No, I'm just kidding. To get the ginger steam to open up my sinuses, and then I ran in and did the take. Tom, you're already very nasally. Nobody
I
can
know,
tell.
right?
That's cool. Oh yeah, there you go. How straightforwardly it conveys a message. Meanwhile, I'm looking at it going like, yeah, no shit.
It's so
Simple.
good,
Look
though.
at the
Yeah.
Ramones. Simple. Just it always is gonna hit people. Wow, it's September 11th. Yeah, what a great song for that. Sam Smith. Jeff Lynne would be credited. Oh, I guess maybe it sounds similar.
To
Stay with
something
me.
he wrote.
Interesting.
So
Yeah,
yeah.
but go ahead. So, Anthem of Your Youth.
Yeah, dude. Because I think like not to get too deep, but like the whole like I knew what I was before. Like,
Of course,
yeah, it
yeah.
was just like fuck. I remember like that moment. Like I realized I was like, oh shit, I think I'm gay.
Yeah.
It was like, this is gonna be really tough with family, with,
Yeah.
cause like I have uncles that I don't talk to.
Yeah.
Just because they don't like.
I'll let them know you say hi.
Yeah, please do. I played a joke on one of them.
Really?
Oh yeah, I've never told anybody this.
Wait a minute. Wait.
You want to know? Okay. I
Yeah.
sent money to the Trevor
Oh,
Project.
I thought you were saying ice. I thought you said you called ice on them.
Oh, no.
I was like,
I sent money to the Trevor Project
okay.
in his name.
Oh, that's awesome.
So now he gets mail.
Wow. MALE. I can't help it.
I know. So anyways,
But that's so interesting too. Like I think it's probably a very common thing where you go, oh fuck.
it was scary, dude. It
Hopefully
was.
now kids go like, they don't have that moment, but still society's still pretty. Can be. Yeah.
Well, it's one of those things where I don't know. Like obviously I'm older now, but I think the crazy thing about it was like I played sports in school too, so I didn't want to.
Yeah.
It was just like it was a small town, and I wanted to hang out with my friends.
Yeah.
So it was just like I don't have this yearning to like just fucking go out there and annihilate everybody on the field.
Yeah.
So you had to put yourself in a different frame of mind where it was just like, I've got to kick your ass before you kick mine.
Yeah, for sure.
And it was really like fucking. So I would do things like I would watch Tombstone before a fucking
wow,
football
one of
game.
Chappelle's favorite movies, and
Is
he's
it
not
really?
here to talk about it. Yeah.
Oh, I
We'd
absolutely.
have lost 5 minutes.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
I love that. So I would watch that to get me in a mindset of like, okay, somebody's gonna kick your ass, but you cannot be the last person. Like you go out there and you have to do that. So I mean, just knowing what you were and then knowing that,
Yeah.
that song meant a lot to me. Where it was just like, I'm not gonna be afraid of this. I'm not gonna be afraid of and like over time that just kind of like seeped into my comedy too. Where it was just
for
like.
sure.
Oh yeah, if I see you cringe at a gay joke, I'm gonna make 10 more. Like,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that was honestly like I don't here. Let me pick up this name I'm about to drop. One of the great things was I remember featuring for Joey Diaz, and he told me one night he was like, we were in Bakersfield, and he goes, I want you to open with your dirtiest gay joke tonight, and I was like, are you fucking crazy?
You go, which one?
Yeah, I was like,
I have an hour.
I go, I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
And I've never crossed Joey ever,
Yeah.
ever. Like he's like a second father to me.
Yeah.
And like I was like, I'm not gonna do that, Joey. And he was like, yeah, you are.
Yeah.
And I was like, what if I get fucking booed off stage?
Yeah.
And I was like, really? I go, that's not cool. And he goes, so what? That'll be hilarious too, cocksucker.
Yeah.
And he goes, you think I can't handle that? And I was just like, okay. And I'll never forget this. I get choked up talking about it. I did the dirtiest gay joke, and it got a good laugh.
Wow, yeah.
And I was like, and then I goes, anybody gay here? And it got quiet again. And I go, does anybody think somebody's gay here? And it got another pop. And I looked at people started pointing, and I go, just move them to the front, just push them. I have a single file.
Yeah.
And I'll never forget this. I looked in the back, and Joey was standing right there. And just watching.
Yeah.
And dude, it was like, he was like shadow boxing, but he was just like,
Yeah.
just standing there. And
I
was,
told you so.
Yeah.
Basically,
and I
yeah.
was just like, and that's why like that guy's got such a special place in my heart.
Yeah.
And that fucking song is
Man.
it's a good little personal mantra for me. He's like, yeah.
It's a life lesson. I mean, I think like the reason I've sort of like, I'll empathize with anybody that's, I just think I trust people more that have gone through some shit in their lives. And so, anytime you meet somebody, some sort of like a marginalized person, you're like, oh, okay, we can at least like get together on this level that like shit hasn't always been sweet,
You have a tremendous empathy that dips constantly into
Little
sympathy
too
too.
much.
You do, and
Yeah,
it's just
I know.
like I've in our friendship. That's why I've always been like, if you've noticed, I'm like, you're too nice sometimes,
Yeah, no, I am.
and I'm just like,
But also, so what? Fuck everybody. I'm too nice. Hey, how about stop being fucking mean?
Well, here's the other thing too, though. Is I like it because you like I'll be walking. I'm like, maybe I shouldn't have been such a dick.
Oh, that's
but
funny.
it works though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that's what makes like a good friendship.
Hey, I got a serious question for you. This is
shit.
my new closer. Do you like it? All right. Leave it in the comments if you like it. All right. Next question. All right. Your favorite song to play in the car, Eric Rocha?
Give me the...
Your favorite song to play in the car,
Okay.
Eric Rocha.
All right. Jesus Christ.
It's one tooth. It's
I know,
hilarious. Look
this
at you.
is-
You're
it's-
laughing.
it's-
So it's a good one.
I loved it. Yeah, because you were so behind it.
I still back it.
I know. I do.
I'm eating my tooth right now.
Okay. Yeah, it's Everybody Wants to Rule the World.
Oh, great. That's a great one. Tears
Just-
for Fears.
Yep.
Wow. Yeah, what a great song, dude. When the drums kick in, look,
Yep.
little me right there.
Better times with hair.
Yeah. Ooh. This guy blasting.
This, like, whenever shit is too much, I'll listen to this song, especially like in the car, and it's just like, ah, fuck. Well, it is all fucked
That's
up,
a
but
crazy
it's gonna be okay.
fucking shuffle, too. Oh, I think it's actually he's playing straight and that's a shaker.
Is he?
I think so, yeah. Yeah, I loved this song when I was a kid too. There's something, my cousin was into new wave and sort of that whole thing, and so there's something very comforting about hearing those like British voices over like this type of music. It takes me back to being like a kid.
Yeah,
and
I
what
think-
was cool, and I transitioned straight from like new wavy stuff to like the punk shit. And
Really?
yeah, because it was sort of, you know, you go from this to the Sex Pistols or whatever,
Oh, I
you know,
could-
kind of.
Okay.
Drama Rama was a little bit rocking.
Mine was, like I said, it was the lyrics behind it. It was that.
I don't know if I've ever listened to all. Wait, is he doing a shuffle? Anyway.
Hang on, yeah. Right here. Nothing ever lasts.
He looks like when Pee Wee Herman dressed up as a girl and they're driving by those dinosaurs too.
So coming up, it's this lyric right here. The so glad we almost made it right here. Right here.
Fuck yeah.
And then this guitar right here.
Oh yeah.
So
Shapel. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry. I'm gonna get canceled on this show for
So there was a really great talk show. It was Dennis Miller Live.
Uh-huh.
And
Hey babe. Yeah. Cha cha. Yeah. Wow.
remember that
Here
SNL?
with Eric Rocha.
Okay, babe.
Okay. Yeah.
We're gonna do this, okay?
Everybody wants to rule the world, babe.
Yeah, look at him. He's drooling over there,
Yeah.
babe. Are you okay there?
Do you like my new closer?
His heart's skipping like Richard Simmons on his way to a Backstreet Boys concert, babe. It's just all those stupid. Anyways, he had this great show where they would have one topic, and then like he'd be like smoking, and he would do a rant, and then he would bring on like George Carlin, and they would talk about smoking, and then he would do the news where he would fill in the voices for pictures. It was
Okay.
like, yeah. But anyways, the opening of his show, he had all of these dominoes, and on them it was like Saddam Hussein, Bill Clinton, Monica
Yeah.
Lewinsky, and this song would play on it, and all he would do is he would push just one of the dominoes,
And they'd all go
and
up.
all of like the cultural events in the world would
Yeah.
happen, and then you would just see how them all topple on each other.
Roseanne singing the national
Yeah,
anthem.
and it was seriously though, like,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it was just so like, oh yeah, it was just such a kind of freedom of being like, well, we're all fucked,
yeah.
more or less.
Yeah.
But then it was like in a like, everybody is though, so we're not. No one's really
There's
that far
comfort in
ahead, or
that.
no one's that far
Yeah.
behind.
Yeah. Oh, you have a lot of money. You're still going to die.
Exactly, and it's just like, everybody wants to rule the world.
I don't.
I there you go.
So I don't appreciate that blanket statement.
I appreciate. Okay. Oh, well, look at the time.
All right. Well, that was a good one. All right. You ready for the next one?
Oh yeah.
Eric Rocha, my close friend, my confidant, my driver. What is the best live music you've ever seen?
This was fucking hard. This was so hard. Okay. So, really quick, by the way, I have to give him a quick little shout out.
Yeah.
I saw Earl Skakel last night.
Oh.
I'm
the bad guy.
in WeHo. I was hammered. And I was on a...
Was this after I saw you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was hammered in WeHo and I was crossing the street and I saw this guy.
Hammered in WeHo is a DVD that Eric owns as well.
I'm crossing the street and I'm on the prowl and I see this guy in a fur coat. I see this guy in a fur coat with a dog and he's got his camera phone out. And I'm like, and I literally go, oh shit. And he's like, oh, there's no way.
Oh no! There's no way. What to see Eric Rocha in West
and
Hollywood?
he was just like, look, and I realized he was like, you know how he does that live stream where he'll just talk
I'm walking
about...
Lois. I'm right here.
And I see him, dude, and I'm on. I don't even know half the shit I said. I gave him a big old hug because I was excited to see him, and he hugged back, but he's like, "Whoa, okay, I'm okay with this." Like, but anyways, when he was here, like it's one of my favorite episodes too. He was talking about like you guys were talking about Springsteen, I think right?
So maybe, yeah.
So, do you have 10th Avenue Freeze Out the live version? Sorry, bud. So I had always heard like my mom say that was the best because he had played for almost like 4 hours, just one of those really long things.
Too long.
And
It's got to be this 19-minute version.
oh
in New
shit!
York.
Damn it! No, I thought there was like a 1985.
1985
There's
minutes.
75 in London. There's 80
go down just
in
a little.
Tempe.
Oh, you've played one of these
right,
for me,
one,
right?
One more lower. Lower.
Meadowlands?
There we go. That one right
84?
there. That one. So right here. Pause it really quick. Sorry. So I was fucking broke in New York and I had money for a ticket, got a ticket, and I was like, shit, like I'm budgeting hard.
Yeah.
Right? And I was like, I don't have money. I've got $40 so I can either buy a t-shirt or I can get a beer and something to eat. And I was like, this sucks, but whatever. I'm going to see him in Jersey.
Yeah.
So everybody on that bus was wearing Bruce Springsteen shit. Even the bus driver had a Born to Run shirt. And they're playing
Born to Drive, more like that.
They're playing shit on the bus, and it's like, oh fuck, like, and they're like, yeah, absolutely. So, these guys I'm sitting with, they're like, so what do you hope he plays, man? And I was like, I really just want to hear 10th Avenue Freeze Out. That's the one that like I love. And so, they were like, yeah, guys, he wants 10th Avenue, and they're like, he might play. How many nights are you gonna see him? And I was like, just one. And he's like, oh, that's where you fucked up, man. That's where you fucked up. Yeah. And whatever. These guys were like, we're meeting some buddies. Come with us.
Yeah.
And they were like, he's a virgin. And they took me off the bus.
Little did they know.
They fucking fed me because they were all tailgating. They fed me. They kept fucking feeding me beers.
What were they cooking? Or what were you eating?
It was just hot dogs.
That's amazing. Got in a parking lot, drinking beer.
Yeah. And I was like, I get this for like football games, but dude, when Springsteen comes to town there,
I wish I still drank, man.
You don't, trust me.
It sounds so good right now. I might go buy some nicotine after this. I'm jonesing for a fucking some sort of drug.
No.
But I love that. I love like I would go to soccer games a lot here and they would have that. I never joined in, but it was like the food, the fucking kegs,
the camaraderie,
prepping, just human interaction.
Yep.
And I love that. I sort of miss like you meet people on the street, and alcohol is a social lubricant. So you're like, and I can do it sober now. I'm kidding. I'm not gonna relapse. But it's great. No, like you meet these people, you bond over this love of Springsteen, whatever. They're giving you food. It's literally like the nicest thing you could do for another human being, right?
Legit.
And you're just like soaking it up. But go ahead. So you're having
no,
these
you're
beers?
exactly right. And I mean, so now I'm buzzed, I'm full, and I still got that $40 in my pocket. And I'm like, I can buy a hat or a tee. Like, this is so awesome.
Yeah.
And so those guys were in my same section.
Amazing.
And they were like, this is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
So we're sitting there, and I remember like some guy accidentally knocked a beer out of my hand. This fucking big jersey
you
dude grabs it and
told me
goes,
this.
"You're buying him a beer, motherfucker."
Yeah.
And he's like, "All right, I'll buy him a beer."
Yeah.
And I was like, "All right, yeah." And I took it. I'm like, "Thank you, thank you,
Fuck
thank you."
yeah.
And so next thing you know, dude, go ahead and hit play on this one. We're sitting there and they were like, dude, he's playing it. He's playing it.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh my God. And I remember being buzzed and like, I was in my early 20s. And then here we go. There's the horns. And you're just
I love a good horn section, man.
And then all of a
shouts them
sudden,
out.
Bruce comes out of the back, dude. And all of a sudden,
This was the opening song?
Oh, yeah. And the lights come on. And the lights come on, and everybody's going fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And you see Clarence Clemens there, man, and he's looking badass. And next thing you know,
This shit's
Bruce
great,
is over there
by the way.
just dancing with Clarence.
Yeah.
And it's a celebration.
I mean, the video that I've seen, you can't say this guy does not give it 110%. He is like ready to die out there.
It was so... It
God
was
damn
so
it.
wild.
I want to see. I don't care if it's the same one, but I want to see him come out and just sort of start this.
Oh yeah, that New York one
I'm not
that
a
you
huge
showed.
Springsteen guy, but every time I hear it, I go, man, I fuck with this. I should like listen to this because.
Wrong one. Sorry.
No, it's all good.
Yeah, that top one's a good
Maybe
one.
like an older one, yeah.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, I mean, dude, the piano sounds beautiful too. Like, is that him with the beanie on?
Yep.
Look at that. Fuck yeah, the coolest jacket. But also, it's
Okay.
hard to not feel it in your soul when you got that many people playing at once.
So, the amazing thing too is this band plays so tight together.
Yeah.
Because one of the things they talk about was they never recorded an album until like hundreds of shows.
Wow. Yeah.
So
yeah.
it's like that James Brown thing where he's like, hit me 2 times, dump,
Yeah.
and then he goes in. And
Yeah.
it doesn't matter how many times.
Yeah.
That's how good they were.
Yeah.
And like they only recorded an album so that they could get massive followings. Like people don't know who the fuck we are. So let's get some of the songs that we've recorded on an album and then we'll go tour.
Is that with Weinberg?
Yep,
On drums?
Max
Yeah,
Weinberg. And I
cool.
mean, it was like it was just phenomenal. So they opened with 10th Avenue Freeza. And that's why I think like when you say like what's your best live show, there was that where it was just magic, dude. It was just like everything went right that night. And I mean, it was a beautiful night. And it was just like, I understood what my family was talking about when they were like, this guy really just did it for it. Like he made us feel like, wow, this is like a religion. But the Allman Brothers did the same thing. I'll never forget this, dude. I'll never forget paying $20 to see this ticket. I lied about my age and all this stupid shit.
Like you still do.
Yeah. That was good. So for $20, I'm sitting there, dude, and I've never really checked out the Allman Brothers. I just heard like you should. And then once you hear his voice, I was like, oh my God, this is incredible. And so this song just changed everything. Go ahead, man. Thank you, buddy.
Was it Soul Shine?
And I mean, you had Derek Trucks, like a teenager filling in with the slide.
Lacey.
Warren
Damn,
Haynes
what a
also.
great logo too.
And then once his voice kicked in, I was like, this is the real deal. and the lyrics.
When you can't find the light that guides you through a cloudy day, when the stars ain't shining bright, you feel like you've lost your way.
Wow.
When the candle light of home burns so very far away, now you gotta let your soul shine, just like my daddy used to say.
I'm going to unalive myself on this podcast. No, it's great. That's very beautiful, man.
Yeah, and it was just like seeing that and hearing that, like, because too,
Yeah.
I was, my home is in Colorado.
Yeah.
So whether I'm in California or I'm in New York, when you hear like when the candlelight of home burns so very far away, you're like, yeah, because you still like, I wish my cousin Aaron was here with me, or like,
Yeah.
I wish so and so was here with me, because you do make a family somewhere else.
Yeah,
and it's just
yeah.
like, oh, okay, but seeing the Allman Brothers and how well those guys, like Springsteen, played together, whether it was a small venue like the Allman Brothers played, or whether it was a fucking stadium,
Yeah.
you see those bands, and I mean bands,
Yeah.
that can fucking look at Max Weinberg and
course.
just,
I think a lot of that has to do with old recording technology. Like when you're recording to tape, for the most part, unless you're rich, you have to know what you're doing once you press record. Where now you can do 1,000 takes digitally, and like, so you don't have to be as prepared as these bands used to be.
So is that why they're good at improvising stuff like that?
I think
too?
so. I think a lot of these bands, like you said, they played thousands of shows before it was time to put anything down to a track. Where now you can write songs in the studio because you just delete it, or you're not recording on a actual tape. And you could only record over tape, like I want to say like 5 times at the most before the quality started degrading.
And it's wild. So you're mixing experimenting with getting it right, and it's like how good you have to be able to find that middle balance.
Yeah.
But that was what was so amazing about Springsteen and about Allman Brothers. It was just like, man, these guys, they play so well together, and you're just like, that's amazing.
Hell yeah. All right, next song is your go-to karaoke song. I'm a Barbie girl. I'm a Barbie girl.
Dude, I'm not a big karaoke
Me
guy.
either. I hate it.
And so I realized,
Yeah.
I was like, who's easy to sing in karaoke is
Crooning.
Frank Sinatra.
Yeah.
Croon that shit out,
Fly
baby.
Me to the Moon.
And this one, yeah, it's just such a good one too.
Fly me
Yeah,
to
it's
the
great.
moon.
Nice and easy.
You don't even need to know the words.
Among
Why?
the stars. Yeah.
But
When you do hear like his rasp, it's like,
no, it's great, dude.
but
In other words, hold
I'd like to fly you to the moon
thank you.
on my dime.
in other words,
One-way trip, please.
I was gonna say, do I get to come back?
No, you're excited because you think it's made of cheese. Or you're excited because you're like, there's a man on the moon. And moon, another word for showing your butt cheeks, and we know you like that. That's a good one. All right. This is gonna lead me right into my thing. Song you play when feeling sad.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah. This one's tough.
Oh, great. What do you mean, like sad as fuck? I'm gonna.
Yeah, I mean, so it's not. It's
Be kind to my heart, man. Go ahead.
I'm like sobriety. Like,
Yeah.
I was hardcore into coke.
Yeah.
Like bad.
The soda, right?
What's
I
do you
got a bit of
remember-
a coke problem. How many 2 liters have I had today?
Do you remember Michael Winslow when he's snorting that Coca-Cola can in Cheech and Chong?
I do. No,
Do you
but I
remember
remember
the-
when the girl does the Ajax and she's like,
Yeah, because she snorts Ajax. Anyways, oh God,
okay, so you had a bit of an issue. That's what the CR is for, right? Coke rocks.
there it is.
Okay.
So had a bad, I had a bad problem with it, and dude, I heard this song and it was like, fuck, I gotta stop this.
Wow. That's crazy, right? Like, sometimes music brings those moments of clarity.
It made me like.
At least check your shit.
Where do we go from here? Where do we go? And is it real or just something we think we know?
Damn, great. What's the band?
Fink.
Fink.
Have you listened to a lot of Fink stuff?
Yesterday was hard on all of us. Damn.
Yeah.
That's a great fucking title too, man.
So it was just a conversation that, like, I always tell you, like, I had with myself, where it was just like, because yeah, you're not to get choked up, but like, what is the plan here, dude? Like, you've been busting your ass at this comedy thing for 11 years. You got to where you wanted to get. You really did. And now you're fucking poisoning yourself.
Yeah.
And people could see it. Like,
Yeah.
people were pulling me aside and they were like, boy, you're pretty sweaty today, huh? Like, more so than just
How
being
could they tell the
fat,
difference?
Like, I was like, good Lord. And like,
Damn.
you could
Good for them though too. You want those people,
dude,
but you hate them at that moment.
I did, dude.
When people
And-
are like, "Hey, maybe put the beer down. Like you've had too many," I would hate them immediately.
Oh yeah,
Like, you don't
just
fucking know.
Get the
me,
fuck
dude.
away from me. You
Yeah.
don't know. Like,
Ugh, can't have fun around you.
and I'll drink more. And,
Yeah.
I'll drink. And yeah, dude.
In
like,
spite
I'll-
of you, yeah.
exactly. I'll fucking throw the bottle at you,
Yeah.
you piece of shit. But somebody was like, "Yeah, dude, you can smell it on you."
Damn.
And they walked.
You're
away and
like
I was
me too. It smell good.
dude. And it was like one of those things where like I'd be like plugged up most of the time, and then like I'd have Carmax in my nose,
Yeah.
and it was just like, oh fuck. And then
I
hearing,
think you mean Caramex. CarMax is like a car website or something.
is it?
Give me the Carfax.
What's
on
the
CarMax.
Caramex?
Caramex.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you, Carmax.
I just wanted to throw you under the bus
That's
again
fair.
while you're telling a very vulnerable story.
Yeah, I know. I like it. So that was the fucking, that was the conversation that we had to have, and it was just like, yeah, I don't have an end. I
Yeah.
don't have an end game for this. I don't know if I can tell this story or not.
Why? Which story? Another one?
Yeah, somebody.
We can cut it if you want. Hold on. Give it a pause. Go ahead. And then we'll pause after.
Okay, so I'm like a huge Chevy Chase fan.
Okay.
Love Chevy Chase.
Yeah.
Milo and
Me
I,
too.
we always talk, and Milo pulled me aside one day and he was like, "Yeah, it's crazy because Chevy is still sad
Mm-hmm.
about John's death,"
Yeah.
and I was like, "Yeah," and I was high right then,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Yeah, they were all doing it,"
Yeah.
and he was like, "Yep," and one of them died,
Yeah.
and he goes, he still gets mad
Yeah.
that
of
he's
course.
not able to, and like there's a story that Dan Aykroyd tells in his book, and John had called Dan and said, "Hey, not doing too well. Like, I just come to LA. I don't want to be here anymore." And he was like, "Yeah." He's like, and Dan said, he goes, "I was going to go." He goes, "I was writing Ghostbusters, and he was going to play Bill Murray's part." And he said, he goes, and in the book he says, if I would have gotten to him the night he wanted me to go, he'd be alive today. And this is what he says in the book, dude. He goes, "I've never gotten over that." And he
Yeah.
goes, and I think after I die, that's something that he and I are going to have to sit down
Damn.
and really work out.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh shit, like, and he said at his funeral, he was in his casket. He said he gave him a little pint of Jack,
Yeah.
and he put a couple $100 in his pocket.
Wow.
And he just said, he goes, I couldn't cry for a long time. He goes, and then one day I was riding my motorcycle and I parked. He says, and it was a beautiful day. And he goes, and that was
Damn.
it. So, you know what I mean? It was one of those things where it was just like, yeah, I don't want to go that way, you know?
Yeah.
And it's just like, fuck. Pause. So, I mean, it's hard to just kind of look at all the damage you're doing to yourself and really it's like, how were you able to stop?
Me?
You.
I just had a moment of clarity. I think I was like, I had the last time I drank was the first time I hosted potluck. I got my name on the marquee. I was like, oh fuck, like I'm a door guy. I've wanted this for years. I'm on the fucking marquee. Like I got this thing I finally wanted, but yet like the next day I was like so depressed, dude. I couldn't look at photos of it, anything that happened that night. I thought I should leave town. I was like really like fucked. It just fucked with me mentally. I would drink and say too much to people who I thought were my best friend at the moment, whatever, and the next day have a real chemical imbalance problem. And then I was like, why am I doing this to myself? I got this thing I've wanted forever and I can't even enjoy it. And some people around me had kind of quit around the time, and so I was like, okay. And then I was like, let me just try this. And I had tried it before, never, 2 days go, fuck it, it's Wednesday, I'm drinking. Only on occasions, everything becomes an occasion.
Yes. Oh, shit.
Always that. And and then I made it like a week, and I never thought I'd go more than like 3 days. And then, a week turned into a month turned into whatever. I'm 2 years, 5 months off now.
Hell yeah.
So we'll see. I want to drink every single day.
Yeah, and it never goes away. Like
you got to monitor it. Yeah, that's why I want, maybe I need some nicotine in my life, a little bit of chaos control.
There you go.
But that's a great song. I do think you're speaking to sort of the power of like an external thing really working its way into like your heart and soul and the lyrics and all that.
Yeah, and like I said, I had good friends too that like just like my little circle is like those 3 triplets, the Verzi triplets.
Yeah.
Those guys have always been amazing. And then 2 others is my buddy Luke and my buddy Jordan. They were, and they said, there's no dignity in dying. No. There's no dignity in being found dead.
Yeah, no way.
And I mean, look at how many like fentanyl poisoning.
For sure, dude.
All of that.
Yeah.
It's just like, even my buddy, he's going to med school. Yeah. He sent me this picture and it was that penny.
Yeah.
When he's like, do you know the head of Abraham Lincoln on a penny is how much fentanyl it takes to kill you?
Man.
So, you know what I mean? But
and he freed the slaves while high on that.
That was what the problem was. And he loved men.
Don't we all? I'm sorry. The whole time you're here, when you're telling the sad story, I want to go, okay, good. All right, cool. Moving on to the next thing. No, okay. All right. This next one. What is your song that reminds you of love?
Oh, no, not that one. That was the sad one.
Oh, I like that one. Oh, did we do sad song? Oh, that was that with. Was sad song. Is that One Sweet Day?
Yeah.
One of the first cassette singles that I ever owned in my life. I love that song. Yeah, I asked for it for my birthday. My cousin bought it. You will always there, and I pray, and I know you.
All right, we'll get there.
Okay, cool.
I forgot what the.
Oh, I thought we already skipped.
I had another one, but that one was pretty long, so I was like, oh well, we'll just.
What, One Sweet Day?
Yeah.
How long have we been going, by the way, Mike?
An hour 5.
Okay, cool. All right, we're good. Cool. I love One Sweet Day, by the way.
Yeah, I do too.
All right, song that reminds you of love.
Okay.
Hello, love.
Hello. I'm gonna love you forever.
I love you.
Okay. Yeah. So just type Martha. There it is, right there.
Oh.
So pause it really quick. Yeah, I was gonna marry this guy. Like I was like genuinely like I came out.
Not in my country. No, go ahead. Is it the one? Is it the one that we've chatted
Probably,
about? Okay,
yeah.
Okay, cool.
And so, yeah. Anyways, we split up. Like it's 19 years. Like
wow.
And he's married now.
Yeah.
And it's funny because we talk a lot. Like we still talk, and like he hit me up a while back, and he was just like, I don't like where we left things. Like, cause I was like, I gotta get the fuck away from you.
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah.
I can't do this. I need to heal. Like, I don't want to see you and all of that shit. And even friends, I get to split friends. And it was just like, I fucking hate how I feel like physically sick. And I'm like, I'm just crying. I'm sick of fucking feeling this way. And then, didn't want to be around him, anything like that. Still sweet. Like, we were very cordial to each other and all that. And then that whole process of moving out and just in New York, and it was brutal.
Yeah.
And yeah. So, like I said, though, always a sweetheart to me, always kind, and his family was the same way. And he hit me up. His grandma had passed away, and there was a blanket that had covered her, and they were like, "Where did you get this blanket from?" And he was like, "Oh, that was from Eric." And they were like, "Oh, how?" And then that kind of got us talking again, and then like I found out he got married, and like he was doing really well, and he just told me, he was like, I still think about you. I was like, I still dream about you. I go, not like wanting you. And I was like, but yeah, like, and you realize like love like that really doesn't go away. It just, it turns into something different.
Yeah, it morphs.
Exactly. And I was just like, cause honestly, like even to this day, if he were to call me and be like, I need help with, and I'm like, yeah, I'll yeah. But like, I don't want a relationship like the the intimacy or the physical part. It is like, because he even told me one time, he's like, "You're one of my best friends," and I was like, "I'm not."
Yeah.
And don't call me that. I was like, I'm your ex.
Yeah.
Like, and to me that's still a good thing too.
Yeah.
Like, I don't mind telling people that, because it's like, no, I was closer to you than just a friend. Like, so this song we used to listen to, and then, dude, it was fucking wild. Like when you hear the lyrics to it, because Tom Waits wrote this song, but then Bette Midler sang this song. She never recorded it. She never put it on an album, but it's a Tom Waits song. It's called Martha.
Okay.
And it kind of, it goes through what they were going through to some degree.
She made me feel awful good. Thank you.
And the lyrics.
My friend Tom Waits wrote this song.
Just slowly, smattering of applause.
Operator number, please. It's been so many years. Will he remember my voice while I fight the tears? Hello, hello, there is this Tommy. This is Betsy Frost. And I am calling long distance. Don't worry about the cost.
No, thank you.
It's been
Just kidding.
20
It's
years
pretty
or
sad.
more now. Won't you please recall and meet me out for coffee? We can talk about.
Wow, beautiful, dude.
Just wait.
Oh, those were days of roses, poetry and prose,
Can't do it.
and all I had was you. All you had was me. There was no tomorrow. We packed away our sorrows and we saved them for a rainy day.
Damn.
Yeah. So, I mean, and
All right,
it
end
was,
of podcast.
It was great because it was one of those things where it was just like, oh yeah, this really did mark time where, like, and in the next verse she says like, how's your wife and how's your kids? And obviously
Wow.
we're gay, but it's just like,
Yeah.
I got married too, and it was like,
what? That's fucking crazy, though. Yeah.
yeah.
I think what's interesting about it is like hearing it when you're in a certain place, then hearing it again and being able to take it in as like almost a completely different person.
That's the thing of it,
Yeah.
is I was just like, fuck, we were listening to something that would be us.
Yeah.
And it used to break my fucking heart when people would be like, you guys will always be in each other's lives. I'm like, I don't fucking want him in
Yeah.
my life that way. Like,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
I don't want that. I want, and then like now I'm like, oh yeah, I do.
Yeah, man.
But then, sorry, the other one, just a little bit that I have to do, because when you said like love, I told you this too. This spirit of Christmas, okay? And I know it's a holiday song, but Ray Charles, the genius.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck, dude. When you hear just this first thing, I think of family.
Yeah.
And like,
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good. When you
I
hear
mean, it's
Ray,
hard to fuck with this.
when you hear Ray Charles's voice, oh.
Christmas is the time of year being with the ones we love, sharing so much joy and cheer. What a wonderful feeling.
Yeah, dude.
Watching
Heroin-soaked vocals. No.
Dude, you could stop there.
Yeah.
But just like that dude could do so fucking much. Like, and I used to love when he would play and just, you remember,
Yeah,
and just
yeah.
the like hugging himself and just like,
Yeah.
oh, it's so fucking
Yeah.
good. Like,
I think
everything.
if you're blind, you don't know all the same sort of social norms with emotion that you just kind of feel it, you know.
dude,
so-
and I mean, and just that like,
I might be wrong. Don't email us.
No, yeah, and we're not trying to talk any shit, but just the way that he would do something so fucking good and then hug himself.
Yeah.
It's like, oh,
Wow.
fuck yeah.
Yeah, those are good. Okay, cool.
You know how Richard knew how to look for, or Ray Charles knew how to look for pretty women?
Huh. Did he have a guy?
No, when he'd shake their hand, he'd feel their wrist and forearm.
Oh,
see
wow.
if they were fat or not.
Are
Interesting.
you serious?
Hold
That's
on, hold on,
fucking
hold on.
awesome.
Let me see.
Hang on.
Give your hand.
Let me.
Oh, yeah. There's, yeah.
You, really? That was it? You
Hold
didn't
on,
have
one more
a
time,
punchline with
one more
it?
time.
This is awesome.
Santa?
Because it's Christmas.
Somebody brought this gummy bear to life.
Where'd this beanbag?
Yeah. Okay, all right. Hey, who filled this glove up with lard? I could have stopped like two ago.
Jesus Christ.
Don't bring him up. Great. You wish you had that at all times, right?
Can I get that in a horn somehow? Okay.
All right, here we go. Favorite workout / hype song. It took.
You're going to make a bunch of fat jokes and then you're going to ask me what my favorite exercise song
No.
is?
Favorite hype song, I should have said.
Favorite song to tie your shoes to?
You know they eat crickets in Mexico. Just a fun fact.
Don't make me hit the trombone twice. We got limiters on these things.
Favorite workout / hype song.
Oh, that's
Because I know you. You said you played football. You would watch.
So here's the wild thing. I
Wild thing.
I still have the squat record in Colorado for it was 550 pounds.
Wow. Damn.
Yeah, big old homo's got it. And
I would expect that.
this was the song that we broke it to.
Okay. Oh, that's tight. Oh, fuck yeah. We've had this on the show for sure.
Dude,
Where they bring the giant bell down and he's fucking hanging
and he's
from the
hanging
rope.
on it. But I remember like my uncle, I didn't even want, like I said, I didn't give a shit about any of that.
Yeah.
And he used to tell me, he's
Wait,
like,
you squatted 550 at what age?
I was 17.
Jesus. Damn, this is great too.
Yeah, dude. So my uncle wouldn't even let me look at the bar because he would have other people put the weight on.
Yeah.
And he would just be like, go in there and get ready.
Damn, dude.
And this song would play and I'd just be like, oh, yeah.
If you don't speak, this will get us pulled for sure.
Okay, all right, we're gonna talk now. This is ass cock, dick cock, with balls. Wait, house bells, right?
Oh, yeah.
Not balls to my walls, right? Okay, just checking.
But that's what I mean, too, though. Is I'd fucking go over there and
Yeah.
I'd get under that bar. And, dude, I remember I'd look in the mirror and I would just do...
And now you get under other type of bars.
Yes. How did you know?
Yeah, and then you also get under bars of chocolate.
Good Lord. At least try harder.
That was good.
No, it wasn't.
Bars of chocolate for bar?
I don't know.
I will not have you rating my jokes.
I wish I had fucking paper and a marker.
For what? To draw your little hate symbols? Anyway, all right. That's a good one. Any AC/DC. Wait, can we just real quick the heavy part so we...
Oh, hell yeah.
All
Look
right.
at that fucking... Look at that Greg Fitzsimmons hat he's wearing.
Fuck yeah, dude.
His newsy hat. Oh, shit. And then here he comes with that goddamn... Is that an SG Gibson, right?
It is an SG. Yes, sir.
So, do you play a lot of, like, Gibson?
I don't. I like Telecasters. That's my favorite
I can't
guitar.
play a Gibson.
Yeah.
I've tried and I can't.
Yeah.
It's too much. I'm like, oh, shit. Like,
Yeah, I wouldn't even know. I don't even know what the necks feel like or whatever. Yeah, but damn. Yeah. Okay, next question. Your Desert Island album? I read that wrong. Your Desert Island album.
Oh, gosh. Probably Rumors.
Okay. That's a
Fleetwood
good
Mac
one.
Rumors, or there's a guy named Dennison Whitmore, and he has an album called Safe Away.
Okay, gun to your head. Pick one.
Okay, Rumors.
Okay. It's a great one. What's a song that you would...
Is Goldust Woman on it?
I'm almost positive that's
Yeah.
Gold Dust Woman.
As much as I love The Chain,
Yeah.
when I was a kid, I was still I had gotten like a better job, and I remember the first tickets I ever bought my mom to take her to a concert was Stevie Nicks.
Damn sick.
So that fucking
I don't think I know this song.
This
I-
is one of my favorites on the album
Yeah.
too, but it doesn't get as much play.
no. And dude, she came out in a fucking gold dress, and
Of course she did.
it was just like fucking.
Yeah.
It was perfect,
Man.
dude. She had like a gold streamer, and they had like a little fan, so it was blowing.
So
just-
obviously she's even in her solo shit, she's playing Fleetwood
Oh
Mac songs.
fuck yeah. She did so many good songs,
Man.
and it was cool because it's just like,
She's doing the songs that she wrote for Fleetwood
Yeah.
Mac.
Yeah. True that.
so yeah, and it was just like, this is.
You think I could pull this outfit off on the left?
Those hanging nuts.
Oh, I
I
didn't even
don't-
realize that.
I don't know. I could
I
see
just
you doing
meant the pants.
Oh, the pants? Yeah.
Yeah.
That you do have a pair of pants like that, don't you?
Maybe. The shirt.
Looks
I'll
like
rock,
a knee pad.
I'll rock the ponytail.
Ooh.
I'll get a wig.
I think you in wigs.
Yeah, I'm trying to normalize wigs, man. I'm bringing them back.
They look great on you.
Well, yeah, because it's not my fucking hair.
Yeah. This is. Oh, fuck yeah.
Damn, this is awesome.
Sorry.
And
Lyrics
is
for
it
sure.
over now? To pick up the pieces and go home.
Man. Well,
There it
all
is.
right.
And the podcast over again.
Yeah, end of podcast. Okay, all right. Final question, which I'm excited about because I have no idea what this is going to be. Maybe Sir Mix-a-Lot. I like big butts and I cannot lie. Eric Rocha, please tell us, what is your guilty pleasure?
I drove 5 hours,
Uh-huh.
and I would do it again
Yeah.
to go see Bryan Adams.
Oh,
I fucking but
I
like,
don't know a lot about Bryan Adams.
I wore
Why do you think it's a guilty pleasure?
because so one time I was playing in a gay softball league,
Uh-huh.
and I was
Just say
out there just
softball league.
shagging balls. No, it was gay. It was very gay.
Just say softball league.
It was a softball league.
What are the bats fucking cocks and the balls are testes? Then I'll agree.
Oh,
No, but when you round second base, you gotta.
Yeah.
oh shit.
Okay, but wait, go ahead. You were saying. Is he just cheesy? He's like corny?
Yeah, he's very cheesy. He's very corny, but like I like from this song to "It's Only Love" with Tina Turner.
Okay.
But I go deep into Bryan Adams, like
Oh.
waking.
You guys had a relationship?
We did.
Okay.
Waking Up the Neighbors. That album
when you
was
went
like,
deep in him?
Waking Up the Neighbors. That album was like, I loved it. Like,
Damn.
it was my favorite.
This is
fucking
good. I
album.
like this.
Yeah, but I mean, this is like one of his classic songs. I'm talking about deep cuts from
Pick a, what's a deep cut?
House Arrest.
All right, let's hear that. Because I mean, maybe it's just because I'm older and I don't care about guilty pleasures really. Because I'm like, if you like it, you like it. But it doesn't seem bad to me. Okay, I get it. Yeah.
I mean, it's very.
There's gonna be a party.
Looks like Brian Callen playing the guitar up there. And I think Brian Callen would take it as a compliment.
He would. Yes, absolutely.
That's a cool guitar. I like the guitar. Look at this guy.
That's me.
He had the bottom thing unbuttoned. I'm gonna show off some midriff. A lot of scarves, a lot of sweater vests.
But his voice, and it's just like,
Yeah, that's sick. Oh,
But-
cool. I like that. That's awesome. I like it.
it's
What were you saying? You were wearing something? Were you about to say you?
yeah.
were
I
wearing-
had a Brian Adams shirt on
Yeah.
at a softball practice, and then somebody goes, "Is that Brian Adams?"
Yeah.
And I was like,
Yeah. They.
"Oh,
Yeah.
dude, the gays have been meaner than anybody to me."
Yeah.
And I was just like I put a hoodie on over, and they
Aw,
go,
man.
"Don't you dare!" Is
You
that
didn't say I
Bryan
was
Adams?
born this way? Come on. What, do you have a favorite Bryan Adams song?
No, didn't he do Summer '69? Or is that a
Yep,
different Brian?
Yep, that was his.
Are there two Brian Adams?
I think there's Ryan Adams.
Yeah, there's Ryan Adams, and then there's Brian.
Are they
Adams.
related?
I don't think so.
I'll look this up right now. We need this.
But yeah, like you get why it's a guilty pleasure, right?
I get it. It's a bit like butt rocky.
What does that mean?
I have no idea, but I've heard people use the phrase. I think for just like sort of corny.
Oh,
shit.
okay, yeah, that's like
David Ryan Adams. I don't think they're related. Anyway, well,
Yeah.
just an interesting name.
God, I feel
Bryan
like
Adams.
that was the most vulnerable I
Freak
was.
out on stage at Bryan Adams heckler. I remember
Tell
seeing
me.
this video.
Yeah, this was what made me think of it.
Oh, they went to the wrong concert. That was
Someone went to a Ryan Adams concert and screamed the whole time, "Play Summer '69!"
Are you serious?
I want to know what year this was because
Oh
if they
my
had Google,
God, that's hilarious.
2002.
you kind of deserve it. Was the internet really? It wasn't really like full fledged by then, right? Wow, what a dumbass! What a fucking idiot, man. Heck yeah! All right, well that's the show.
Thank you, buddy.
Eric. Thanks for doing it.
Thanks for having me on.
This was fun. I knew you would bring the stories.
I hope they were decent. I'm a little emo, but I apologize for
No,
that.
that's okay. We embrace the emo on this. And where can people find you?
Eric Rocha Comedy on Instagram.
Other than fixing the air conditioning unit at the comedy store.
Bye.
Okay. No, you're not bi. Don't try to. That's stolen valor. Wait, Eric Rocha Comedy. All right, guys, that's it. Lesser known characters. We have a Patreon. Check it out. We'll be back soon. Everyone tell Shapel that we did a great job. Goodbye.
Lesser known characters.